I think, therefore I am. The preservation of health should be the first study of one who is of sound mind. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. It is not enough to possess a good mind, it must be applied. To live without philosophizing is in truth the same as keeping the eyes closed without attempting to open them. Whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. The first precept was never to accept a thing as true until I knew it as such without a single doubt. Common sense is the most widely shared commodity in the world, for every man is convinced that he is well supplied with it. The greatest minds are capable of the greatest vices as well as of the greatest virtues. I desire to live in peace and to continue the life I have begun under the motto, to live well, you must live unseen. Divide each difficulty into as many parts as is feasible and necessary to resolve it. The principal effect of the passions is that they incite and persuade the mind to will the things for which they prepare the body. Each problem that I solved became a rule, which served afterwards to solve other problems. The heart may be affected by the passions, but the reasoning mind should remain unshaken. It is only prudent never to place complete confidence in that by which we have even once been deceived. Good sense is, of all things among men, the most equally distributed. Truths will be discovered more readily in proportion as we take pains to simplify their explanation. A state is better governed which has few laws, and those laws strictly observed. We do not describe the world we see the world we can describe. To know what people really think, pay attention to what they do, rather than what they say. The will is so free in its nature that it can never be constrained. The more perfect a thing is, the more susceptible to good or bad use. There is nothing so strange and so unbelievable that it has not been said by one philosopher or another. When it is not in our power to determine what is true, we ought to follow what is most probable. I undertook to examine everything with such care that I could be certain of its truth. There is a great difference between mind and body, inasmuch as the body is by nature always divisible, and the mind is entirely indivisible. Those who travel too much become strangers to their own home. Mathematics is the key and door to the sciences. I made it my rule to reject as absolutely false anything of which I could have the least doubt. In order to improve the mind, we ought less to learn than to contemplate.